We're not gonna try and lift these.
A few moments later.
We're gonna try and lift these. Okay, here we go. We're trying to lift these. Okay. No! I'm losing books. No! Stay! Okay. Alright. This is bad. This was a bad idea. They're gonna go everywhere. Oh no. Okay, alright. It's fine. Everything is not fine. Oh no. No, don't wreck the book. Don't wreck the book. Okay. We're good. We got it. Well, that was a task. Hello friends, it is Danny. Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing a video that I've wanted to do for a while. It's happening now. I'm excited because I just realized how many signed books I have on my shelves. I had no idea I had this many. I thought maybe I had 10 or 15. No, I've got 29. If you've seen the thumbnail, you can see I struggled. If it's a bad thumbnail, that's why. Today, I'm going to be showing you the 29 books that I have on my shelves that are signed by authors that have written said books, as well as how I acquired them. These are not in any order of like how I got them, when I got them, where I got them. These are in order of how I've pulled them off my shelves from left to right. Just because that's the way I went. I don't know why. Without further ado, let's start with this stack here. You guys can't see them, but I'll insert a picture. The first book on my pile is This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen. This book I had a copy of myself, took it to BookCon, and I did not get to meet her, but Hannah got to meet her. She got her copy of Once and For All. I think that's the name of her newest book. And so when Hannah went to get her copy of that book signed, she also got my copy of This Lullaby signed for me, because this is my favorite Sarah Dessen book. Next I have Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I got one of his signed copies. Tyler bought it for me, early-ish Christmas present, and so I got one of his signed copies. He did like 250 gabillion thousand, and I got the one with his red Sharpie. Then I have my copy of Dumplin'. I got to meet Julie Murphy at the last Frenzy Present in September, as well as Becky Albertelli and Angie Thomas, so stay tuned for that. I didn't have my copy of Ramona Blue with me, but I did take my copy of Dumplin', and so she signed it, and it says, "Y'all hail the queen." She was really nice. She even gave me a little Dumplin' pin, which is up over there, and I actually now have a Dumplin' sticker on my school computer, and that I got when I was sent a arc of Puddin' by Julie Murphy again. Next on my pile is Eliza and Her Monsters. I don't know why I don't have these hardcovers all like tucked away so that when I just open them I can show you. One of my friends on Twitter was like, she's signing book plates. If you message her, she will send you a copy, like a book plate. And I'm like, okay. So I sent her a message and she sent me a book plate. So now I have a signed copy of Eliza. She was really nice too. Next on my pile is I almost said they both die at the end. This Is Where It Ends by Marika Nijkamp. I met her at BookCon. She was actually the first author I met at BookCon, and she complimented my tattoos. She said, "I love your ink." If you want to see my BookCon vlog, I will link it in the cards, but she signed it. And she said, "Always choose hope," and then she signed her name. Next, I have a copy of All Rights Reserved by Gregory Scott Katsopoulos. Katsopoulos. Uncle Jesse, is that you? Is it your twin? Gregory Scott Katsoulis. We were sitting at Starbucks at BookCon, and these girls had a huge stack of ARCs and said, "Do you guys want any of these? We got some extra copies." They were giving them out. Do you want any? So I took this one. I think I already showed it, but I'll show it again. It is signed. Going back to Frenzy Presents, like I said, when I met Julie Murphy, I also met Angie Thomas, who wrote Thug or The Hate You Give, and I had a really great conversation with her as well. She signed it. It says, "To Danny be the light in the darkness, Angie Thomas." That was a great day. I really hope I get to see her at BookCon. That'd be really nice. I wonder if she'll remember me. Next, I have a copy of Not That Kind of Girl by Siobhan Vivian. I got this at a library book sale. You bought a bag for $5 and then you could fill the bag up with any books that you found that you wanted, and so I found this one. It was the only signed copy of any of the books, and I got it for literally $5 for a big ass bag of books. It was great. I'm really mad at myself, okay? So I got some book plates at BookCon from authors that I had met that I just didn't have their books with me. You know how there's that one page that all authors sign? It's like the title page on the inside. Well, I'm stupid and could not wait to put these in, and so I put them on the wrong side of the book page. It's driving me nuts. But next copy is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. We got to meet her at BookCon. She was in Starbucks, or in the Starbucks area. When we met her, we also met Laini Taylor, and I met Adam Silvera and Nick Stone. And so I got her to sign a doodad right here, which, like I said, should have been put on this page to look nicer, but was not. And it says, Danny, I think it's Follow Your Yellow Brick Road. She's got really difficult writing to read. She also gave some Stealing Snow stickers that I still have somewhere over on my bookshelf. Next, I have a copy of Jack and the Geniuses at the Bottom of the World by Bill Nye the Science Guy and Gregory Moan. I got to meet Bill Nye. It was pretty cool. And so when I was talking to them, I told them I drove 17 hours to be there, and they both signed it, and I felt bad because like everybody was so psyched to talk to Bill. He really wanted to talk to Gregory, so like when I went up there, I was talking to him too. And, you know, they were both really, really nice. So these next two books I have, actually are like the first authors that I had ever met that actually like signed books for me. So the next book that I have is Every Hidden Thing by Kenneth Opel. I met him at the very first Frenzy Present I ever went to. It says Best Wishes, Kenneth Opel. And as well as meeting Kenneth Opel, I also met Emmy Gerard, who signed my copy of Girl Man's Up. And they were the first authors I had ever met as a booktuber, as a booktuber, because I had met Eric Walters before them, and that was like the first authors that I had ever met that had signed books for me. Next, I have The Gates by John Connolly. I have never read it, but I do have it signed. I literally found this book online for $5, and I had no regrets in buying it, because I love signed copies, as you can see. And I have my ARC version of Everything Everything. I met Nicola Yoon at BookCon. She was actually the second author that I met. And so she signed this copy for me, and it says, "Thank you for everything, everything." She was really nice. She also signed this copy for me, which does not have my name in it or anything. It is just a signed copy of said book, which I plan to use for a future giveaway for when I hit 3K on this channel. So there's your incentive. I've only been saying this for almost a year in June. Next, I have 3 books all by the same author. I met her as well as Angie Thomas and Julie Murphy at Frenzy Presents, and that is Becky Albertalli. So I have a signed copy of Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda. She drew a little Simon, and it's so cute. And it says Simon hearts Danny. No, he hearts blue. And I also have 2 signed copies of The Upside of Unrequited. This one, like Everything Everything, is just signed, but I'm kind of hesitant to decide whether or not I actually want to give this one up. Like, I don't know. It's one of my favorites. But then I have my signed copy personalized to me. It says, "For Danny with Hard Eyes, love Becky Albertalli." Then I have 2 books by the same author. Again, I met Rainbow Rowell at BookCon, so I have a signed copy of Fangirl because I was shameless and I was determined to meet her. I didn't know if she was going to do a drop or anything, but she did end up doing the Carry On drop for the paperback. Hannah and I ran to that. We made it. We were number 93 and 94 out of 100. So I have my signed copy of Fangirl, as well as my signed copy of Carry On, which we ended up getting her to sign in silver ink on this page here. She said it was a great idea, although she spelled my name wrong, but that was okay. She was in a rush. It was cute. Then I have a signed copy of History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. I met him at BookCon. He was sitting in Starbucks with Nick Stone and a couple other people. I don't know if they were authors or not, but I ended up getting him to sign a book plate. Again, I didn't put it on the right page. It probably should have went here on this page. It would have looked nicer there. But it says "Make History." and he commented on my shitty pen that I got from one of the stands. It was funny. I will never forget it. And I hope to meet him again at BookCon this year because we're going. Very excited. I am determined to get an ARC of What If It's Us if they are doing a drop for that. Then I have a signed copy of Legend by Marie Lu. Hannah got to meet her while I was at the Bill Nye signing, but she got a copy of Legend signed for me because I didn't have a copy of any Marie Lu books, but we got a free ticket from somebody. Then I have a signed copy of The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I got to meet her just before Hannah went in to this contest that she had won where she got to meet a bunch of people. So Hannah, when she went in there, she got the signed book plate for me. So then I have 2 books in a series signed by the author. I have Renegade Red and Shattered Blue by, oh no, okay, this is the wrong order, but Shattered Blue and Renegade Red by Lauren Bord Horowitz. We met her. She was at her own little stand, and some of the money that we put towards these books actually went to like donating to her local dog shelter place. And they both say for Danny, and then they're signed. See? And then the last 3 are the exact same author. All of these off of Book Outlet, and that is Lurleen McDaniel, one of my all-time favorite authors. So all 3 of her books are just, they're signed. That's Hit and Run. This is The End of Forever. And it is signed here. And then there's also The Year of Luminous Love, which I have signed there. And that is it. Only other signed materials I have is this poster of The Night Before Our Stars, which has John Green, Shailene Woodley, Ansel, and Nat Wolff. I'm not sure if they're actually their signatures or if it's just printed on that poster, but I like to think it's real, so I'm gonna pretend it's real. And same goes for, that's my light, but same goes for this of Puddin'. It kind of looks like Sharpie when you get up close to it, so I like to believe that it is signed. And then I also have this poster signed by Elisa Freelich, who wrote Silent Echo. I think that is everything for signed books. I'm pretty sure it's everything. So yeah, those are my signed books. I honestly really didn't think I had that many. I met a lot of people at BookCon, and then some of the books other people had met at BookCon, they got them signed for me, and then I met 5 people at Frenzy, and then, you know, I had other things that, like, I had other places to buy them, like online, at different websites. I just didn't realize I had that many. And just think, in March, April, May, June, 4 months, I'll be doing it again. At which point I will probably have to do a part 2. Comment down below if these are some of your favorites, or if you've met any of these authors. We can share experiences, because I love talking about my experience at BookCon and any of the Frenzy Presents things that I've gone to. That is it for this video, you guys. I don't know what my next one's gonna be, but whatever it is, I'll see you guys in that one. Bye! There's so many books, and now I have to put them all away. Crying.